Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
On the move, it's Beebe. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big forced pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get him, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beebe. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. He might want another play. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Beebe. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Auburn lines up quickly. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man down the middle. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run it. Fights off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a physical attack from the gunner. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
Well, they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Toss to the outside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, Mississippi State, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Auburn. Payne knocked him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Grab behind the line. It's Anthony. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Harrell. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer.
Fires toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find him an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays. And he does.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Big guy smells it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
got the first down, looking for more. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46. And the Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man, it's Harrell. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Glover. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. A first down run in the red zone. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Sends it back in motion. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Beebe. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reese. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Sets up the screen. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw again. It's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it behind the line. It's Anthony. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
It's a running room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre
find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Looking for a man. It's Harold. Quickly complete. And they'll knock him down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Here comes the heat. On the move, he fires. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. At the 35, he's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Going right to work up top. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, Auburn. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to throw. It's Harold. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Setting up the screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up?
Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here we go. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. On the ground. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run.
I'll tell you, I love the effort by the defense on that play, stopping him short of the goal line. It's now 4th down, and if this offense chooses to go for it here in this situation, can the defense come up with another big play?
He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Harrell. He's got it. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Hutchinson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Gonna look downfield again. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Hits the crease. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 17 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play. Puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it first and 10 from the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds his man. It's Hutchinson.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
A little release to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to...
Turning it on! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They just keep firing. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Hutchinson. Got enough space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's in open space downfield. The 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Stealing a score on special teams. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Pulls it in, it's Glover.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Snares it outside. It's Reese.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He wants a big play here late. He caught it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
25 kicks remaining. There's enough time if they can recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Motion from the back. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Tigers trying to find their way. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's third down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.